that, we'll switch over. Well, thank you so much for joining. It's such a last minute thing and jumping into
hmm
an empty slot we had here. Thank you so much for coming.
I'm glad to be here.
All right, so welcome to the Writer Greg community and World Anvil and NaNoWriMo. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 17. I started writing, I guess, for real, um, just before it was in spring, around April. And I really started to get into it because I'd been writing a lot before, but this time I really got into it. And I was like, I'm going to finish a book. I'm going to do it. So I did. I wrote a novella, which I'm almost done. I'm so close to being done editing. And so that's amazing. But I also drafted, or I did the first draft of a second book, and I did it immediately after finishing the second draft of the first book. And I keep going up in word count because I'm working my way up there. Um, so I started with 30 for the first one, and the second one was 50, and the next one will be 70, but I won't be starting that until I've finished both the first and the second.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So, how did you find this stream or find World Anvil?
I found the stream because I was actually looking at my Twitch feed and this stream came up. So I was like, oh, well, I might as well click on this. This looks interesting. It wasn't exactly what I imagined it was, but now I'm here and I can say this, I know almost nothing about World Anvil, but I have ideas.
Well, good. They do have a Freeman account, so if you want to sign up for free, there that information is there. But it's exciting to. It has been an exciting summer where writers have been able to find each other on Twitch and be able to make a new community in an unlikely place because we're not doing first person shooters, we're not, you know,
hmm
doing makeup tutorials or whatever it may be, but here we are writing together and being a virtual community. And so I'm really happy with it. So,
hmm I've
yeah. Um, do you have any questions before we jump into and working on a prompt together?
no.
Okay. So we do. Now, have what? Do you have any ideas of what you would like to start working on?
I do.
Okay.
I wanted to suggest a sort of secret society.
Excellent. So let us go to the organization. What era will this secret society function in?
I was thinking the most recent.
Meaning the dystopian one?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's era. Okay. All right, a secret society. All right, and what are some of the ideas? I mean, what's do you have a name or should we talk about who they are before we get to a name?
Um, I wanted to call them the dwellers, but then I realized that dwelling had absolutely nothing to do with being underground. Um,
Okay.
so so then, I guess I got rid of that name. But on the topic of who they are or what they do, I wanted them to live literally underneath uh, a large city or several cities. I'm not really sure how it's all laid out.
Uh-huh.
Um, but their purpose is they're trying to rebuild underground, but apart from whatever government still remains.
Oh, so this is after the the destruction of everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So because how what we've said after it is after the world has fallen apart, they've gone back to a stone age. So is that still within the technology that these you think these people will have?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And Dinosaur Bob says the Delvers.
That's nice.
Okay, we just won. All right. The Delvers. All right.
I
So
was thinking something deep dwellers, but then I mean delvers kind of combines that, especially with D.
yeah, I do like that. So they live underneath cities, trying to build an underground society,
Hmm.
and they're underground because
It's the only place they can hide.
and what are they hiding from?
Um, well, I need to know the state of the government, if there ever was one.
There were governments, but all civilization has literally gone away. I mean, we're back to um, Stone Age, so any large governments have collapsed. There's it's pretty much an anarchic society, or it's just pure anarchy with no
Hmm.
technology and no magic.
Then I have, I guess, something. I mean, if it's anarchy, then I guess they're underground to escape that
Okay.
because they can't rebuild their perfect society in a world with no rules. And so they're starting from scratch.
Okay. So are they want to rebuild a perfect society, a utopia?
Hmm. At least more of a utopia than what they know now. I don't really think utopia can be used like that.
Yeah.
I think utopia is more of a binary system.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. So what other things do we know about them?
They don't necessarily prefer to rebuild in the sense that they're doing housing,
Mm-hmm.
but more so staying underground in large groups for now until, and of course, mining, because what better resource to use underground than stone? Um, but they're also using pre existing things that have been underground from before everything was destroyed. And I I don't know, the phase I guess they'd be in is starting their rebuilding, so they really don't have much.
Okay. Cool. The dwellers. See, now, when we think about, we have the ability to assign a type to a secret organization. But this could be, I mean, is it, you described it as a secret society, but
Hmm.
would they be like a militaristic? Are they a political? Are they a secret, like a cult? Are they a clique, a group? How would you, when we say a secret society, usually there's a secret they're
Hmm.
based on, or are they
Hmm.
just a group of
I'd say
survivors?
I'd say they're a group of survivors. The whole reason they're secret is because if anyone finds out about them from a from anyone above finds out about it, it could mean the end of them because
Okay.
they will no longer have the safety of being underground.
Okay. Just trying to see.
Which matches?
Yeah, like a social group, a
I
secret
definitely say
brotherhood.
I definitely say survivors, definitely the weaker of the people.
Huh. How would
A
they be?
refuge.
Okay. How would you um when you just what's the leadership of this organization?
How do you mean?
Well, um,
As in who or what?
well, we have a secret society that is rebuilding underground, and how are the individuals in this society organizing themselves? Is it by rank, by class, by um,
I'd say ability. It's
a
sort of
meritocracy?
whatever you can do, contribute that. Because if they're really starting from the ground up, then they need as much diversity as they can get. So really, whatever your specialty is, please do that.
Okay.
So more of a big democracy, I guess, that they're all coming together to make decisions on what each person should be doing, but no specific small groups of that large group.
Okay, so I put them as a political confederation because as a meritocracy, they're combining their resources together, combining their efforts, and being able to
Hmm.
work on that. Now, one question that came up is, how are they growing food underground? Have they found some sort of something that grows in the dark?
Absolutely.
Okay, so uh, they're primarily eating um, like fungus and stuff like that. I mean,
Uh, Definitely. I mean, that can definitely be part of it. But I was thinking, um, if they're directly underneath large plant life, then they're using the roots to cultivate a new food of sorts. As in, it's almost growing upside down from them. You know what I mean? Kind
okay,
of like a food from the ceiling, if you want to consider a big rock the ceiling.
cool. All right. Let's see. What about if they find bioluminescent moss that gives both light and food? Root veggies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right. Anything else that you would like to contribute to this?
That was it for that, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else.
All right. Well, cool. Um, yeah. Well, this is pretty cool. So, would you like to do another one? Would you like to wrap that up here? What would you like to do? Do you have another
Um,
idea?
do you have a lack of anything or a short supply in one area?
That I don't know, honestly, because I haven't done an analysis of what we're lacking yet. I just wanted to be able to follow the creative notions of what the people want to bring to it, what we vote upon. Other than that, we're just gonna play it by ear. But so that's
Hmm.
what we're gonna be working on. So, uh, what I so I would like to give you credit for this article. So, how would you like people to be able to find you? Or do you have a Twitch account? Do you have
I
a
have a
website?
YouTube account.
Oh, a YouTube account. Um, can you post the link to your YouTube account in the chat, please?
The Twitch chat.
Yeah, into the Twitch chat.
Okay, let me just get it here. But I do post on YouTube.
Wonderful. What kind of material do you post over there?
Mostly writing vlogs about those two books.
All right, let me bring that. All right.
Oh, that's a short film I made. I also make short films. I'd say I want to be a filmmaker more than a writer, but I write more than I make movies.
Oh, well, it's a lot easier to write a book than to produce a movie. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's. Um, I'll put it over here.
And I actually would hope to do live write-ins, a little more in the style of the people I usually watch, but I'd have to have probably more of a viewership before doing such things. But it's a future plan.
Well, if I could provide a bit of advice, if you
Mm-hmm.
build it, they will come. You have to start streaming before you get in an audience,
Mm-hmm.
and so
I meant maybe a little bit more from my own content more than streaming, because I do a lot more content than I would streaming.
oh,
Streaming would be more like a weekly thing.
that's fair. That is fair. Yeah, YouTube and Twitch are very different animals
Mm-hmm.
to try to based on what they're doing, and YouTube does require a little bit more polish, and that's why I like streaming because I can just put it out there and go for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, thank you so much. I guess I can call you Klatscha, or I can call you
Oh, my name's
Smoothmore.
just Sam.
Oh, Sam.
Oh yeah, Klacha Bobby is just a random made-up name.
Okay. Well, Sam, thank you so much for being here on the 24-hour Twitch stream and jumping in and participating. And with that, I hope to see you around the internet.
Well, I will probably watch more of you too.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.